Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have a come shop with me at tkmaxx. It has been a long time since I have done one of these on my channel. Obvious reasons for what's happened with the last couple of years, and then also just the craziness of having two children. But today I have a couple of hours child free, so I have decided to go to my nearest tkmaxx and see what they have on offer. I always go straight to the beauty section, but last time I went, I believe I did a YouTube short on it. There wasn't much there at all, so I'm intrigued to see how much is going to be there this time. And I will also have a look around at other things that they have on offer and see what I can find. I don't have anything in particular that I'm looking to purchase today. It is just to see what they have because I have, say, a spare couple of hours and I find something like this quite fun. So it is actually the summer holidays as I'm filming this, so I'm not too sure how well it's going to go and how much I'm actually going to be able to film because the shop may be quite busy. We'll just have to see how we go, but come along with me and we'll see what we can find. So I headed straight over to the makeup section to see if it was any better than last time. I found this very pretty palette from W7. I've tried things from them in the past though and didn't like the quality. Then I found this mascara which was just £3.29, but I couldn't actually see which brand it was. I did have a good look around the packaging, but the name didn't jump out to me as to what brand it was, and I didn't recognise the packaging. Then they had some Ico mascaras which I just skipped straight over because I've not liked any Ico mascaras I've tried in the past. Then they had this on its own palette from Kiko Milano. I've liked a few things that I have tried from them. I don't think I've tried any of their eyeshadow palettes before. Then there was this mascara from the brand Pooper, I think it is. There was a couple of things I remember seeing from this brand, but it's not one I've heard of before. Then we had this Volume Million Lashes mascara, which I've actually only just noticed during editing that it's a glitter top coat mascara. Then I spotted some Huda Beauty liquid shadows. These are the dual-ended ones, which are half metallic and half matte. These were priced at £8 each. I was a little tempted to try one of these. I think if they might have been sort of £6, I would have been more tempted, because even though £8 is a good price because they are probably 20 something pound full price, if I'm going to tkmaxx, I want to spend as little as possible. But they did have quite a few different shades on offer, which was good, and they did all look to be quite well sealed, so I would have been a bit more confident purchasing them. Then there was another eyeshadow palette from Kiko Milano. This time it was in a box. Then there was this pack of multi-use balms from Dr. Lip. Then I spotted this lip product from Honest Beauty. This is one of the Demi Matte lip crayons. This was a good deal at £4, and I would have been tempted if it was in a different shade. Then there was this random lipstick which was £2.99. I think this might have been a Maybelline lipstick, but I'm not 100% sure. Then they had a few of these Simpsons products which were in collaboration with a brand I hadn't heard of before. The packaging was really cute though. Then there was something else from the brand Pooper or Pupa. Again, not a brand I've heard of. That seemed to be the theme this time around. There was quite a few brands I hadn't heard of. Then another product from Kiko Milano. Again, a common theme in this shopping trip. Then they had a few of these Shine Fever lip lacquers from Stila. These were £4. These are probably going to be £20 full price. None of them look to be in the best of conditions, and they all seem to be a pretty similar shade. Then I moved around the corner where it was a bit of a mess. There was open boxes, there was leaking products, there was powder everywhere. I did spot this shimmering highlighter powder from Elf, which was £3.99. To be honest, I'd rather just buy it full price. Then they had this foundation from Rimmel, which was £3.99. Then I spotted this rather battered product from Marc Jacobs. This was a concealer and foundation in one and was just £12.99. If they would have had these in a better condition and in the correct shade, I would have been very tempted by that. Then there was a body oil from Elf from their Paradise line. This one was £7.99. Then they had quite a few of the Dr. Pawpaw products, including this hand cream, which I don't think I've seen before. A few more products from Kiko Milano. This one was a hydrating BB cream and was £3.99. I think they did have a couple of shades in this. Then they had a Stila liquid eyeshadow. This one was just £4 and looked to be on clearance, so I dread to think how old that actually was. And then they had something from the brand Deborah Milano. This was a foundation. Again, yet another brand that I haven't heard of before. Then I found a lip product from Kiko Milano. This one was just £2.99. There probably was enough Kiko products here to do a full face from this brand. Then around the corner there were some lip products from Illamasqua. I have tried one of these anti-matter lipsticks and they're just okay. I found it a little bit drying. And then they had some liquid lipsticks and lip stains from them as well. This one had definitely seen better days. Then there was another e.l.f. highlighting powder, this one out of the box. Then I did spot this e.l.f. gift set, which is their Jelly Pop gift set. This was just £7.99, which is a pretty good deal for that gift set. The only thing that puts me off it is that it's watermelon scented and I do not like that as a scent in my skincare. Then I seen one of the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. This one is the Ruby Obsessions. I have tried the Amethyst Obsessions palette and if I'm honest, I wasn't impressed with the formula at all. Even though this one wasn't sealed, it did seem in pretty good condition. Then they had some Cover FX custom drops. This was just £4.99 instead of £22.50, which is a good deal. Then this was a mascara from another brand I had never heard of. Then there was an Ico eyeshadow pencil. I was just desperately hoping to come across some sort of hidden gem here, but it really was slim pickings, much the same as last time I came. Then there were just a few random lip products from all different brands. There was something from Saint and Sinner, from e.l.f. There was this from L'Oreal, which is from the chocolate line. I was tempted, but it didn't look sealed. Then we have one of these Maybelline lipsticks. I think this is from, it was like I Love Reds and I Love Pinks kind of line. Then there's another one from the Maybelline chocolate line. Again, I was quite tempted by these because they were only £2.99. Then we do have something from the e.l.f. mint line. This is one of the glosses. Then there was a NYX liquid suede, which is a really nice formula, just not the best shade for me. Then I moved over to the kind of miscellaneous stands, which have a bit of skincare, a bit of makeup, some nails, some gift sets and things like that. They did have some of the Friends X Revolution gift sets, which looked quite good, and these seem to be slightly discounted. I think the price said they should have been £20-something, but they were down to £12. Then they had some sponges and a few more of the gift sets. To say these did look quite good. And then we had a random assortment of palettes. There was a mirror, there was brush sets, everything was just very all over the place, which is to be expected in tkmaxx, but it did just seem exceptionally that way today. They also had some mascara from Maybelline, which was nice because it was sealed. I've not heard the best about this mascara though, so I didn't want to pick that up. Then I moved over to the next set, which had, again, more brands that I've not heard of. I think this was a mini eyeshadow palette, which was just £2.99. Then there was another product from e.l.f. from, I think, again, their Paradise line. There was a blush palette from e.l.f., which I think are really old from when they were released. Then some small eyeshadow palettes. I think there was a couple of things from Profusion. Then there was something from the brand Our House, which I've not heard of before. There was also a couple of palettes from the brand Technic, which I think I have tried in the past and was a bit disappointed by the quality. The red lips there appear to be a couple of Huda Beauty lipstick sets. I have actually had one of them in the past, and it is quite a nice little gift set. Again, a few random palettes here, nothing really catching my eye, other than this face palette from LA Splash, which had really pretty packaging. So it said it had blushes, bronzers and highlighters in. The shades in here were probably going to be too deep for my complexion anyway, and also it wasn't sealed. Another Friends X Revolution collab product here, and a lip mask from the e.l.f. Jelly Pop line. Then they had a couple more of the Huda Beauty palettes. This Gemstone Obsessions one is one I have looked to purchase in the past, and this was just £9.99. And it was in this moment that I regretted everything. It went absolutely everywhere, so I quickly put it down and moved on, but I did have glitter everywhere. And as you can see, they did have another of the red palettes, but this time this one was sealed with the price on. Then they had a couple of the highlighters from the e.l.f. Paradise line. These were £5.99. Then I spotted this palette, which is in collaboration with Ciate London and Edna Mode. My daughter is absolutely obsessed with The Incredibles and loves Edna Mode, so I was a little tempted to pick this one up for her. Then they had even more Huda palettes, so they did appear to have a good mix of them. They had the Amethyst one that I had tried there. Then they had the Coral Obsessions, which is from the line before the Gemstone ones. Then that was pretty much it from the makeup, so I moved on to skincare. There wasn't really too much in the skincare that caught my eye. I did spot this product from Biore, which is my kind of go-to brand for micellar water. So I was a little intrigued by that, but I don't really need it at the moment. I also recently stumbled across so many cleansers in the back of my drawer, so I definitely don't need any cleansers. So I did just kind of have a nose and then skip over this section. To be honest, I don't need any skincare at all at the moment. I did do a video recently on my channel going over my whole skincare collection, so if you have seen that, you will know that I definitely don't need any more skincare, but I do always still like to have a little look just in case there's a product that I've been dying to try, or perhaps a product that I've loved in the past that I could repurchase at a discounted price. But going through everything, nothing really jumped out too much. I did actually spot this gift set from Murad hidden away, which did look to be a good deal as it was nearly half price for quite a few different products. I then moved on to the hair care section. Again, nothing here really caught my eye. I then still had a little bit more time to kill, so decided to go and have a look at the clothing. I always like a good casual jumper in the winter, so had a look through them, and I spotted this hoodie from Levi's that I quite liked. I really like the colour and the quite simple design on it. This one was £30, which I don't think is too bad of a deal, but they did only have it in extra small. There wasn't really anything else in the jumpers that jumped out at me. I did quite like this cute little Snoopy one, which would have been nice for sort of around the house. It looked nice and baggy and comfortable. I've seen this Mickey and Minnie one a couple of times, which I thought was cute. And then I did find this Donald Duck one quite funny as well. They did have a couple of these. There was nothing else I really liked other than that Levi's hoodie, so I decided to move on to another section. I've been on the lookout for a casual sports jacket just for the sort of autumn if I go out on a run or anything like that, but most of the ones that I found have been the half zip, and I've been really looking for a full zip through jacket, but I don't want it to be a hoodie, and I found that quite difficult to find. So I just thought I might as well have a little look here and see what they had. They did have this one from Puma, which was quite nice, but this was more of a hoodie and was a bit fleecy. They had this one from DKNY, which again was a half zip one. Then they had a couple of other hoodies, so not really what I was looking for, but I'm glad to have had a look because I could have potentially got a bit of a bargain. I did quite like this one from New Balance, but I didn't absolutely love it, and I think the off-centre zip would have drove me crazy. But other than that, it was just a case of it being hoodies or half-zip jackets or fleeces and things, so just not really what I was looking for. Then I thought I would have a look in the baby clothes section, because last time I came I did actually manage to get a couple of nice sets for my son. He is just about to go into the 6 to 9 month clothing size. I find a lot of the brands carried by TKmaxx do more the 6 to 12 month line. I did actually quite like this set of vests, and it wasn't too bad of a deal at £3.99. I think it was a pack of 3. And looking back now, I'm not 100% sure as to why I didn't pick this up, because it does look like something I would go for. I do like the little buttons on the bodysuits that you can kind of just tuck into a pair of tracksuit bottoms. I did see a few little pieces and things that I did like, but they were either a little bit too expensive for what they were, or they didn't have a size, but everything was just a little bit too mishmashed. All the girls and boys stuff was all mixed together. Even though the sizes were supposed to be sectioned out, they were all kind of mixed together as well. So it was a bit frustrating to look through, because I'm a person that gets frustrated easily looking through sales rails, and this is kind of what this was like. But I did persevere and have a look through both of the rails of what was supposedly the clothes that would be my son's size, but nothing that I thought I should purchase. Then I managed to find the actual sale rail, and I feel like there was a few more things here that jumped out at me than in the main clothing section. I really like these jeans, and these were only £2.50, and I think these were in the size 9 months, so they would have been a good fit, so I did contemplate getting them. I did also quite like this Reebok set. I just wasn't a huge fan of the colour, with it being such a dark red, but it was only £4, so again I was very tempted by this, as that's a really good deal. Then finally I ventured over to the toy section. I wanted to see if I could possibly get any good deals in preparation for Christmas. I did like the look of this little Game Boy type product. That would have been really cute to get. And then I did spot this little laptop, which would have been nice as well, but it did appear to be in German, which would have been no good because he can't speak English just yet. This little Winnie the Pooh puzzle was also quite cute and not too bad of a price. I do already have a couple of them that I've kind of kept from my daughter that have now been handed down, so I don't really need any more wooden puzzles at the moment. I did like the look of this little digger, but I actually walked away from it because it said it was ages 1 to 5. But I keep forgetting that he's going to be 1 just after Christmas, so I possibly should have got that because that was a good little deal, and he is starting to get into little trucks and things. Then I spotted this My First Smartphone, but I felt like this one was slightly overpriced. Then they had these Baby Shark bath fizzers, which my daughter would have loved, but we have enough bath sets and things at the moment, so don't really need them. Then I seen this Cocomelon Aquamat, which, whilst my son does quite enjoy Cocomelon, it did say 3+ and is obviously way too advanced from at the moment, but my daughter probably would have quite enjoyed that as well, although I think she does have one buried somewhere. Then there were these kind of sensory toys, which he does have something very similar to that already. Then they had some stacking cups. Again, he's inherited some stacking cups from his big sister. This bear was quite cute and wasn't too bad of a price, but by the time we're going to be getting it for Christmas, I feel like he would have outgrown something like that, so I didn't pick that one up either. I did see they also had some Cocomelon puzzles. Again, his big sister probably liked that more than him. Then I seen this My First Gym Kit, which seemed to have quite a few different products in for just £17, which did look good. They had a couple of other trucks and diggers and things like that. Then I ventured to the dinosaur section, as it were. They had a lot of different things from Jurassic World, all of which my daughter would probably love, as she's definitely in a Jurassic Park phase at the moment. She's watching all the shows on Netflix and she's seen all the films and things, so I might have to go back and revisit these and get one of them for Christmas for her, perhaps, because she would definitely enjoy them. Well, that was a bit of a bust. It was just as bad in there as the last time I went. The beauty section just keeps getting worse and worse. It was an absolute mess, as you will see from the footage. It was quite busy, so a lot of the clips might be jumpy as I got a bit self-conscious and stopped filming whenever people came near me, so I was kind of going from section to section. I did have a look around the rest of the shop. Not all of it I filmed, again, because it was quite busy. I did film bits here and there, as you will have seen, like the kids section and things, and there were a couple of things I did contemplate picking up for my son that I seen in the clearance section, but I just decided against it because I didn't know how much wear he would get out of them. And I think at that point I'd kind of just had enough of looking around the whole shop and say there just wasn't much on offer. Nothing in the women's wear, nothing in the beauty, and nothing in the kids wear as well. They didn't have much in the size he's going to be going into, which is 6 to 9 months. They just didn't have much of that at all. They seem to have either up to 6 months or up to 12 months. So I decided to give it a miss, and I didn't see any clothing or anything like that for my daughter either. I even had a look at the toys, all of which you will have seen on the footage, but yeah, just not much there at all. So a bit of a bust, but it was a couple of hours out of the house, a couple of hours child free as such, so I enjoyed it in that respect, and maybe I'll try again in a couple of months and see if anything's improved. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.